Alright, so you're correct. This is not diamond painting, but this is a video I've wanted to do for a while. I want to call this What's on My Bookshelf. And I'm going to share what's on my bookshelf. And I think it would be awesome if some other creators would share what's on their bookshelf. Books are my first love, my first collection, I should say. And I'd like to share some of that with you. So I'm going to try to do this, I don't know, weekly maybe, and share something from my bookshelf. First of all, let me explain what we're looking at. Okay, here is one of my bookshelves. All right, this is one of my bookshelves. Mind you, most of the books that you're seeing on this bookshelf are unread books. I do have some that are read, but others that are not. You get to see the grandkids' toy collection there. And I had this bookshelf, filled it up. I was like, well, that got filled pretty quickly. I had to get another one. So, hence comes the second bookshelf. Okay, yep, second bookshelf. It's full. You notice how we have things sitting on top of the other books? I said I was not going to buy any more books until I didn't have this going on, books on top. I said, no more books until I've read all of those. This shelf right here is interesting. We'll get to this shelf. I'm going to do something with this shelf. You can tell what it is. Yep, it's coloring books. It's colored pencils. It's markers. It's a hot mess, but it's all coloring stuff. I'll have to organize that. I think that's going to be a whole nother video. Once again, I said no more books until I didn't have books stacked on top. However, slowly, we come over to here. Whoops. Yep, whoops. I started filling that one too. Then I said, no more books until I read all of those. Okay, yeah. All right, let's buzz back around here. You got a nice view of my office. So, like I said, most of these are unread. I have most of the books I've read downstairs in Rubbermaid totes. Let me show you some of the things I have read, though, and we're going to talk about just, one author today. This shelf, I have read to about here. I've read all of those, okay? And I keep those because they're nice hardcover books. We're going to go to the bottom, okay? Let's go to the bottom. And we're going to talk about what's on the bottom shelf first. On the bottom shelf, these are mostly completed and read books. Well, these aren't, these aren't, these aren't, and these aren't. Those are all unread. But this is my collection over here of Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks is by far my favorite author. I started with The Notebook, classic love story. All right. And then The Wedding, that's another great one. A Walk to Remember, that is a fantastic book. It's in here somewhere. All right. Nicholas Sparks has to be my favorite author. He is, he always has a little twist there. There's always a twist in his books. Not always what you were hoping for. Not always the happy ending that you hoped to be at the end. But he comes out with a new book pretty much every October. And I always grab that as soon as it comes out. And my best friend and I will usually be reading it at the same time. If I could recommend a book to start with, you'd have to start with The Notebook. It's classic. It truly is classic. Dear John was interesting. They're all good. You cannot go wrong with a Nicholas Sparks book. So that is one of my favorite authors. If I had to pick one favorite author, that would probably be the one I would choose. All right? So that's what's on my bookshelf. And I think in future videos, I will go over some of the other authors. Maybe we'll take some out and look at the back covers. I do a lot of series of books, and so we'll kind of talk about them by series. And these are books I haven't read, so, you'll be seeing them with me. I mean, I've read the backs already and whatnot. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. Yes, I have all the Harry Potter books. And I do get into a little fantasy stuff from time to time. This is a really good series. This is the whole... Wait, there might be one more. No, that might be it. But there are Dragon series. Those were super good. All right. And then I have Narnia over here. That's classic fantasy. And these were good too. This Ink Death. Little fantasy. So those are the authors in here that I can tell you that I have read already. And the rest will kind of go on a little exploration together in the future. I have a hole up here. I have a gap right here. Best friend. She needed some stuff to read for the summer. I gave her a little series. So stay tuned, and I would love it if somebody else would put out there what's on their bookshelf and what they would recommend. And we'll go through some of these. There's some neat stuff in here. I have another book coming today. Oh, did I just say that? I did. I have another book coming today. I can't help myself. It is my first love. It is my first collection. So, there you have it. I will see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. See ya.